Welcome, dear souls, to Mind, Body, Soul Oracle. I'm going to be doing a reading today on what inner or outer course of action can I take at this time to assist in my healing. So this is a general reading. You can apply it to whatever healing process you're going through. And I personally use this to help me find faith and positivity when I was struggling with precancer of the cervix. So let's begin. I'm going to start with the Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck, and everything has been pre-shuffled, but I will shuffle again. So I would like to know, divine healing intelligence, what inner or outer course of action can the collective take to help themselves heal, to assist in their healing? All right, we got completion. This is also for the sacral chakra. And to me, this is about accepting where you are in your journey. I also sense that there was some grief tied to this message, just because the woman is at a grave mourning the loss of her husband, I'm guessing. Husband, maybe a father. So part of it could also be about walking through that journey of the grief process. So let's look it up. So this card has to do with, how am I present in the moment? How do I respond to the idea of completion? It's a reminder to cherish all the beauty in your life, including the endings, reflecting upon your part in history, and discover what you value most. Do not fear completion. Embrace it. What other messages does higher consciousness have in regards to an inner or outer course of action to take regarding healing? All right, we got growth. This is also for the heart chakra. So I see this card as being like planting the seeds and waiting for them to grow. This card implies personal commitment and following one's heart. It's about honoring your growth and growth of others. There's a sense of courage and abundance and an ability to stand tall. This is a time to uphold what your heart knows true. Any other messages regarding what inner or outer course of action to take to assist in healing? Oh, mysticism. This is for the crown chakra. This has to do with thoughts, especially regarding consciousness, your connection to source, believing in the unknown, believing that magic can happen, understanding that you don't know everything and that there is assistance helping you from source and the other side. To me, this mysticism card has to do with having faith in your life and having faith that things will work out well. That is a good inner course of action to take. Okay, and we'll move on to the gateway cards. These ones are wonderful because they're all pretty much positive messages from higher consciousness or angels. The gateway oracle. What message does Spirit have for us in regards to an inner or outer course of action to take at this time regarding healing? Coming into power. This has to do with being brave, noble, and strong. So for me, this fits the growth card because it's like the growth card was saying to hold steady in what your heart knows to be true. And I think that the more you do that, the more power and strong you feel. Oh, I didn't realize I said the message was wrong. The coming into power message on the card is I step into my power boldly and confidently. So it's having confidence in your heart, having confidence in what you know to be true, and allowing that to grow. Any other messages from Spirit regarding what is the best inner or outer course of action to take regarding healing at this time? I feel like that one wanted to pop out. Proceeding softly. This means taking your time, going within, evaluating your choices. It says your inner power grows in moments of quietude. I always see this card as have patience, wait it out, just basically be as patient as possible because things are slowly creeping along. That's sort of how growing goes. You can't sit there and watch it. You have to just be patient and know that it's happening. Any other messages? Simplifying your life. I cherish the simple pleasures of life. I see this as not diving into your problems, your issues, and your concerns, but instead going about your day, doing your chores, cleaning things, removing the things in your life that don't really serve you, but they're just like an unnecessary clutter. And that could be relationships, it could be items, ideas and beliefs that you have that hold you back or hold you down. All right, let's move on to sacred geometry activations. I love this deck. It's so beautiful. All right, let's ask what activation would be best regarding an inner or outer course of action to take for best to assist in healing. Divine Feminine. I've never gotten this card before. The frequency of Divine Feminine supports our receptive, nurturing, and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us to connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all of creation. So if I were to apply this to be what is a good inner or outer course of action to take, I would say be receptive. This isn't a action-taking card like you're going to go out and take action and do something. It's more about sitting back, being patient, and waiting. It also ties into this proceeding softly card because the proceeding softly is all about finding quietude, like meditating. And I feel like the Divine Feminine is like that because it's a nurturing softness that you find when you meditate. All right, any other activations that would help with an inner or outer course of action to take regarding healing. Communication. The frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in many different forms. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through our heart, the center of our truth, to stay in the flow of source and balanced exchange. The number is 14, breaks down to 5. The divine feminine is number 21, breaks down to 3. So maybe the information here with the communication card is about taking the time to receive the information, to be receptive, and allow it to go through your heart. Excuse me. Make sure it feels right for you. Make sure that that aligns with your truth. And it's all about proceeding softly. That is the action to take. It's a very much an inward processing. It's about assimilating, digesting, and eliminating with ease. Okay, so then I'm going to ask the Kuan Yin Oracle. Kuan Yin is a goddess of compassion, creation, so on and so forth. Let's see if she has a message regarding the best inner or outer course of action to take regarding healing. Best message for healing. Maybe she doesn't have one. All right, so I just picked one. The 10 Sisters of Light. You have been here before, lived many lifetimes. Your soul has learned skills in past lives and developed abilities and talents. It is time to reawaken and reclaim those past life gifts. Kuan Yin's grace, protection, and assistance help you now to release past life wounds so that you may bring past life powers to aid your present life purpose. I have a feeling that through finding your quietude, finding your 0 point, your Zen space within yourself, that you will help awaken abilities that you already have innately to help you heal. It'll help aid you in your present life unfolding. So let's move to the Cards of Wisdom Power Deck. These cards are interesting because they have an image on the front and then a message on the back. These cards are different in the sense that they have directions like north, south, east, and west. And they're very much more for the subconscious. So let's ask, what wisdom can be shared in regards to an inner or outer course of action for assisting us in healing? Oh, that focus card. I don't know if I want to go with that one. This one has popped out 3 times for me today. Focus. So I'll do this card and then I'll draw another one. This card has to do with allowing your subconscious thoughts to come to the surface, communing with them, and using them to help empower yourself. It's becoming an expert in your own forte. Let's see, it says like to develop power, focus on one aspect of your life. So let's say you want to focus on healing, then focus on healing to develop the power. It'll stir it up. That would mean for me, exercising, eating right, doing research, meditating, finding a good balance of fun and work. It says collect your energy and focus your power on wondrous and magical acts. It all comes down to just a matter of focus. So if you're busy dwelling on what you've lost, what has passed, or what has not completed, then you're really just going to keep cultivating these emotions that hold you in a stalemate or make you feel like you can't believe. I'm not really sure where I was going with that now. Lost my train of thought. Any other messages from wisdom regarding inner or outer course of action take regarding healing? Any other messages from Spirit regarding a good inner or outer course of action to take regarding healing? We got gathering. It looks like a woman is gathering water with a gourd, and it's not even water. I mean, she's obviously by a pool, but it's a pool of the universe, the stars. I'm not really sure what that giant rock in the center means. But she is taking a scoop of this universe and putting it into her own vessel. So the color is white, the number is 26, it breaks down to 8. Oh, which has to do with like gathering abundance. So let's read what it says. This life is like the fulcrum on a scale of balance. Your past and future lives determine the need for gathering strength in this life. There is a reason for all the pain. As you gather knowledge from the infinite sea of consciousness and life experience, you begin to evolve. You fill the gourd of your spirit with knowledge so that one day it can be emptied and you may begin to gather wisdom. Become one with all life and consider the true importance of what you are gathering. It's pretty beautiful. So if you're on a healing journey, and your issue is this completion of some sort, just know that you're on this journey of gathering information, of gathering experience, and at some point you're going to get the wisdom of all of this. That right now you're in the gathering stage. You're getting it together. Now that fits with this being a number 8, because when you move into the next stage, which is number 9, that's all about letting it go and releasing, and you've harvested all that you can from it. So maybe this is just a message for right now that you're at stage 8, and 9 would be the completion, and then 0 would be starting over again. So this focus card is 34, which breaks down to 7. So it's like focus and gather. That's the inner course of action to take, to focus and gather. There wasn't a whole lot about outer course of action to take. It was a lot of intercourse. Let's see where the overall energy of this is going. I'm going to draw a card on which deck do I want to use?